What's going on? Today I'm going to show you how you can leverage your social media feed to help make you rich and reach your goals. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, how to leverage your social media feed by yours truly. Implement this stuff today, because it's going to be useful. This might help you a little bit, might help you, reach your goals a little sooner. It's just going to help you. All right, so you might as well start implementing some of this stuff. All right. So today we're going to be covering what a leveraged social media feed looks like, why it's important to have a leveraged social media feed, what content you should avoid, and what content you should consume. So basically, what a leveraged social media feed is a social media feed with content that helps you, learn things, that helps you do things that are related to you. So like if you're a business person, watching business content, and, not getting caught up by all the BS that's out there. All right. So what a leveraged social media feed is and what it looks like. So basically, I just kind of talked about that. So basically, you want stuff that relates to you. So like business, fitness, just motivation stuff. Motivation stuff's usually good for just about everybody. Etc. Stuff like that. When you open your social media feed, you should be learning something and gaining some value from it, rather than just laughing or seeing just stupid stuff just to see stupid stuff. You know what I mean? So this is what my Instagram looks like. For example, my Instagram feed. You see, most of it's motivational stuff, some business stuff. Mainly just stuff like that, and that helps me be just a little bit more productive because at least everything I'm looking at is like related to what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Why it's important to have a leveraged social media feed? We're all guilty of accidentally scrolling for hours. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I'll admit it. I did that a couple days ago. I was watching an Iman Gassi video about his new Phantom that he got, a couple months ago. And then I ended up watching like 4 or 5 videos from him, about his Maybach and all this other stuff. I'm like, probably spent a good hour of my time watching his content. And this is nothing against Iman Ghazi, but spending that much time watching content, and I was watching more of his like entertainment stuff, more about like his cars and his houses and stuff like that, more the entertainment stuff rather than the stuff that has value. But here's also another important thing. None of the content you watch, like this video will mean nothing to you if you don't implement some of these things, right? Just like Iman Ghazi's content, like none of his content is going to help you if you don't implement the steps and stuff. And that's just with anything. That's just with any, self-help, self-improvement the content out there, books, videos, whatever it may be. So why it's important to have leveraged social media feed? We just went over that. But it's your social media feed that motivates you and teaches you new things, then it can be considered as a tool. So basically, a lot of y'all probably use social media just to get a quick laugh, right? Be a dopamine monkey, basically, is what I call it. Just scrolling, getting these instant hits of dopamine, these instant hits of things that make you laugh and whatnot, but you're really not learning much from that. So that's why you need to start watching content that kind of teaches you something rather than just being a dopamine monkey and laughing at a whole bunch of funny reels that you don't even remember after, a minute, right? So what content you should avoid? Stop looking at pictures of half-naked people, women, dudes, whatever you're looking at on Instagram. I know what Instagram is. It's you know what Instagram is. But anyways, content that is pure entertainment and not education. So a lot of y'all, and that's just how it's set up. Because basically, if you know anything about these social media platforms, they basically try to keep you on there as long as possible. So you keep watching ads, keep giving them a whole bunch of watch hours. So basically, they make more money. That's just how it works, right? So they're trying to show you funny stuff to keep you on there and entertaining things. But you need to be learning something from that. So you need to use the system to your advantage. So they're showing you videos. So you want them to show you videos that teach you something and give you things that you need to implement. Remember, implementation is what makes this important, right? So basically, just watch the content and implement. Spend more time doing than you are watching. Basically, is another good thing. So some of y'all are gonna hate this. I used to have a gaming YouTube channel, but gaming YouTubers, they're, unless you're trying to be a gaming YouTuber and you're learning off of that, it's kind of no reason to watch that. It's just pure entertainment. Like if you like to watch one video every now and again, that's one thing. But like most of the time, you need to be watching things that are specific to what you do. And like if you make gaming content, then yeah, you can watch other game YouTubers, learn what they're doing, learn what you could be doing better to perfect your craft. That's different. You know what I mean? But you need to be learning something from it. You get what I'm saying? So like comedy skits, I mean they're not really teaching you anything, obviously. It's just useless information. Like just stuff that doesn't even matter. Like there's a whole bunch of videos on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, shorts, YouTube shorts, and they just don't really teach you anything. Like they teach you useless information that you never need to know. Like why did I need to know there are 4 billion stars or whatever? I don't even know if that's true, but you get the point, right? It's like, who cares? Did it add money to my bank account? Did it make my family life better? No. Did it make me happier to know that knowledge? Not necessarily. So only use things that teach you something, right? Only try to consume things that teach you something. All right? And then start creating, not consuming. So start talking about like what you do. So say you run an SMA like me. I got an SMA, the Pinnacle Marketing Company. You can check us out. We're on Instagram. We're on everything, right? PinnacleMarketing.company. I'll put a QR code up on the screen right now. But basically, you can check us out. But if you run an SMA like that, watch content about that. Watch content about SMA and stuff like that and how to get better. Social media marketing agency. Just learn how to like do the ads, do even website creation. Website creation is usually not a part of SMA, but I went ahead and threw it in there because a lot of businesses need website creation, right? And just learn things about that. Learn things that are niche specific to you. So maybe you do e-commerce or whatever, or you want to do e-commerce. Learn about e-commerce. Learn the ins and outs of that. Instead of watching all these comedy skits or whatever, learn useful information that you can actually add to your life and actually use, right? How to stop seeing content. So basically, on every platform, I'm pretty sure there's a way to hit not interested. I know one thing on my YouTube, all the time I go through and they just recommend all these BS videos, like, comedy skits, whatever it may be. And I just go on there and I just here's my phone. Here's what I do. Not interested, swipe up, not interested. Reason, boring, something like that, right? Sometimes they ask you for a reason. But that's just what you got to do. So that way you start getting the good stuff. So whenever you come across bad content or whatever, stuff that's not really fitting your needs, per se, just hit not interested. Simple as that. And don't interact with these types of posts. Don't like it. Like if you think it's funny right off the bat and you like it, but it's not teaching you something, then is it really worth your time, right? I mean, think about it. I mean, you could just go on a little tangent here, but you can think of your time as like money, right? So every minute you have is worth $1,000. Why do you want to spend, maybe it's only 30 seconds long. Why do you want to spend $500 watching a video? You know what I mean? Because your time is honestly, your time is more valuable than money. I'll just go ahead and say that. Your time is more valuable than money, right? Because most people trade time for money, but your time is something that you're never going to get back. You know what I mean? So why you need to waste your time on things that don't really matter, basically. So at least when you're wasting your time on social media, at least it could be a good waste, and maybe you learn a thing or two that you can implement, right? So then maybe it isn't such a waste of time. And interact with the good stuff. Like leave likes, share the good stuff. The content you enjoy, because that tells the algorithm that, hey, I like this business content. I like this David Goggins video, so they're gonna start showing you more business and motivation content. That's really useful, right? So what content you should consume? Obviously me. I'm just but yeah, business posts, motivational posts, fitness content. Basically anything that like fits your needs, right? So like if you're into business, then watch business content. If you're into fitness, watch like fitness influencers, right? So here's some people I recommend watching. Alex Hormozy. This dude is a G. This dude will explain everything about business, and he has like thousands and thousands of videos, bro. This dude knows everything. He's worth like, I think he has a portfolio of companies. I think he said like 100 million a year, something like that. Like this dude knows what he's talking about, right? And his content is still enjoyable. Like it's still entertaining. And you're learning something. So it's like it's a double good. It's a double good. If that even makes any sense. Eddie Cumberbatch. This one's a little bit more niche specifics. So since I run an SMA, I tend to watch some of Eddie Cumberbatch's videos just because he kind of kind of runs the SMA, but he doesn't call it SMA. It's kind of like the same thing, content. What is it? I don't remember exactly what he calls it. Oh, growth operator, I think. Because he like makes courses with people. That's also kind of something I do too, because I got a list of services that I go through. So he kind of explains how to do that. See who else? Tyson 4D. So like copyright. He teaches a lot of copywriting stuff. So he teaches you how to do email marketing, which is big in SMA. Because the ROI on average on good email marketing is like it doubles your profits. Like it's insane. Good email marketing is essential to learn if you want to be good in the SME space. Renzo, he does some SMA content, but basically Alex Ramosi. I can't say his name enough. If you enjoy business content and you don't know who Alex Ramosi is, then you're just not doing it right. Okay. So just a little recap here. Leveraging your social media is when you clean up your page to only see stuff that you are that is good for you and you're learning something, right? Not the stuff you're interested in, because you could be interested in 100 videos about funny stuff, but most of your content you should consume, you should focus on trying to learn something from that, because a lot of people, are dopamine monkeys, right? They just see funny thing, and they don't learn nothing. They just spend hours scrolling, right? We've all done it, right? Your social media feed should motivate and educate you, not waste your time. Just remember, like I said, every minute you have is worth $1,000, right? Really more than that, because your time is worth a lot more money, right? Because you can make a lot of money, but you can never get back time, can you? Right? So that's just a way to look at things. Try to avoid getting trapped into watching hours of content for no purpose, right? So try to avoid doing that. Try to avoid binge watching content just to do it. If you want to be successful, you can't do what 99% of the people do. 99% of the population that have these things, the phones, even people watching TV and stuff, they're always watching content, and a lot of them aren't really gaining anything from it, right? So if you go in with the purpose to try and learn something from your content that you're watching, you're a major step ahead than anybody else is watching it, right? So just keep that in mind next time, you go on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it may be, Pinterest. I don't even know if anybody uses Pinterest, but Pinterest, I don't even know. But just try to learn something from the content you watch, and it will only do good things for you. Try to get motivated from it, try to learn something, whatever, right? So with that being said, please like and subscribe, follow me. I make videos. I make a lot of short videos. I made a short video every day this year. So, yeah, just go ahead and subscribe, man. I appreciate it. With that being said, you have a great day. Have a blessed day, man. I'll see you all on the next one.